Stuart, let's keep it going. I think it's my turn for a way to ruin a birthday
I
party.
you said think, I can't quite remember who lasted that one. I talked about killing a man, Nick.
It was, you did talk about
That doesn't
actual
leave
murder.
a person. That doesn't leave a person.
Someone's not coming home from that party.
Go on, hit me with your next party suggestion. Well,
this is
the opposite of a party suggestion. How you'd ruin one.
It's a pretty big one.
All right.
Spike all drinks with bath salts.
That's huge.
This is huge. Again, kind of on a murder thing, very illegal. Definitely don't.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, morally, you're not in a grey area.
But
you are in the jet black area.
You are in the
moral.
darkest of areas. But, we're not talking about whether it's morally right or wrong. We're just talking about whether it's a good way to ruin it. And so I think spiking all drinks in the party with bath salts, for obvious reasons, it would wreak havoc, all right?
I mean, things would go 0 to over 100 very quickly.
Very quickly. Doesn't even really matter what you spike the drinks with, is the beauty of this one. You could just do anything.
Okay, straight in with a but though. Look, obviously, I'm not. Look, some people are going to have a terrible time. Most people are not going to have a good time, and certainly the very fact that you've been spiked is not a good time at all.
It's not a good time.
The party. Look, I mean, undeniably, the party will change. The party will not be the same party at once before you spiked the whole crowd with bath salts. But would there not be people that maybe had a good time on bath salts? I'm not familiar with how bath salts work as a high.
Yeah.
Does it just make you go mannequin crazy?
No, and also I'm now thinking, actually, this one is very dependent on the type of party it is in the first place. Because if, let's say this is,
Look, if it's a party under the bridge at the 7-Eleven, mate, everyone's already
pumping. It's pumping off. But if it's little Julie's 5th birthday with all
my
your
friend,
family,
you've just spiked a 5-year-old.
then you've spiked a 5-year-old. So that definitely would ruin things, namely the rest of your life, your career.
I suppose if you spiked a 5-year-old's party with bath salts, you'd probably ruin their entire life ahead of them. At that point, you might spiral them into some really dark territory. So
there'd be a lot of
you've done it. You've successfully done it.
You've done it, and you've also ruined home videos that are going to be looked back upon when they're older. But for a lot of people,
it would be absolute carnage.
It would be carnage. I mean,
I just don't think it's the best way. I don't think it's effective. I think there's so many factors at play here.
Yeah. Also, it's not. I don't think it would be immediately noticeable to everyone. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, what the fuck is?
I think the weight and the gravity of what you have just done.
Yeah.
Doesn't really come into full play until late, the next day at least, where people are like, "Oh, we got spiked."
Yeah, you'd be like, "Wait,
that's
what?"
Fucked. That's when people know that their party was ruined.
And I hate to keep bringing it back.
It won't immediately ruin it.
Yeah, I hate to keep bringing it back to feces, but with our first one, it's that's an immediate shock. People know
of course,
that shit has been done.
In many ways, those first poo-related ones really do great work to derail the party right at the point of action.
Great work, yeah.
This one it's a slow burn.
I'm
not sure that's doing much to ruin the party at all, to be honest. I mean, if you want to make that argument, look, the party is probably going to continue and go on as normal.
Yeah.
I mean, look, what's happening to the people is not normal.
Definitely.
But the party's still going to go ahead. And if
if
everyone's been spiked...
There's a lot of variables here, like how much do you spike? What's the level of intoxication already?
No, I wouldn't begin to know, my friend.
No, I would have no idea. So that's definitely not the best.
It's not the best, mate. It comes in with the immediate shock factor, but it really doesn't do much to sway me on this one. I don't think I'm going for bath salts. I think I'm just going to stick with the old number 2 feces in the sink, mate. I think it's going to do it.
I think that's good, but
here we go though.
I've
got one which I think. Now this one's going to take a bit of explaining.
Okay.
Because, like any good plan, there's a lot of groundwork to it.
Yeah.
So you want to plan ahead. Right,
wow.
Immediately. You want to be planning this for months.
Detailed.
If the longer you can plan this, the better, because you may feel like you're doing a lot of unnecessary work to begin with. But my friend, it will pay off.
Yeah, I was going to say the payoff better be strong in this one because we got to weigh up the efficiency.
So this is specifically a children's party.
Okay. Sinister. I like it.
So it's a kids' party. Let's say 5 years old. All the parents are there. All the kids are there. This is really maximum carnage on this one.
Okay.
So what you want to do is about a year before the party.
Yeah. Okay. This is a lot of pre-work. This is a lot of preliminary.
You want to find a children's party performer.
Okay. Does it matter what? Like clown, magician?
Look. Well, I think you should really know the target. So if the kid's going to want a magician, you find a magician. You just find an appropriate children's performer, right? Yeah.
Sorry for getting so lost in your...
No, absolutely. So what you do is you find a children's performer. Let's go with magician for the sake of this example.
Yeah.
Find a magician. Now, the trick is to find one that is very seedy, but has the look of a classy entertainer that someone would want to hire for a children's
what you're
party.
saying is you want an entertainer that on the surface is professional, but you know they've got deep-seated problems.
So try and find a bit of dirt on them, preferably. Even better.
Blackmail is coming into it.
Yeah, exactly. Blackmail or something. So you want to get some dirt on this entertainer. You need them in your pocket. You need them to do what you want them to do. So you need them to come to this children's party in a year's time.
Yeah.
Find one preferably that's had some kind of sexual history.
Oh.
Maybe they weren't convicted, but they've done some very dodgy stuff in the past, and they've got a bit of preferably they've got a bit of notoriety about them in certain circles that they mingle, but they've moved away from that original spot. So they're not living in the exact place where the crimes have happened. They're trying to escape it.
Oh, okay.
But you know there is evil behind the eyes.
Already, and I know, you've said that the payoff's worth it, but already it does seem like a lot of work to ruin a birthday party.
Fine. So what you do is you've got your child's entertainer.
Yeah.
Over the span of a year, it's your job to make sure that the parents of the 5-year-old's party you will be attending with your children is willing to go and get this. So you plant the seeds of, this is an amazing new magician.
Right, butting in. Why does it have to be a year?
Could be shorter.
Cool, because I'm not sticking around for a year
I said, mate, look, the longer the better, mate.
There's a lot of
you
work.
plant the seeds because you don't want anyone to be able to trace this back to you. So the longer you leave it, the less you're in the mind of the parents.
I'm a bit cautious of what it is you're about to slam out as the ruining of the party.
Children's entertainer, magician, you've got them in the bag. You've laid the seeds with the parent that means that eventually when it comes around to their children's 5th party, they have this one entertainer in mind. Oh, go for it. I've not seen anything bad. The reviews seem good. Oh, here's another thing. If you can fabricate reviews online, do it.
Easy. That's the easiest part of this whole fucking thing.
It's the easiest part, mate. Easiest part. So yeah, you want this children's entertainment coming. Now, what you want to do is, this is difficult and a very delicate balance to do, but in that same year before the party, you want to find out the friendship group of this 5-year-old.
Okay.
You want to find the parents of the children that will be going to this party. And it's your job to subtly, but not too strongly, sow the seeds of doubt within their heads. Oh, did you hear about the child's magician that... I don't really have much reason. There's no actual evidence, but, I just heard a story about maybe that he touched a kid at a children's party.
Okay. So you're slamming out with... He's got to be... So he's a paedophile. Is what you're getting at here, is that you need to employ a paedophile.
I'm not saying paedophile. I'm just saying someone that's not convicted, someone with a history of abuse.
Stu, you sound a lot like the person in this story that's trying to convince the parents of the kids that...
No, Nick,
am I being duped?
Hear me out, because this party is about to get ruined.
I'm sure it is if you're hiring a convicted paedophile.
The ultimate aim of this long years worth of prep and build-up is that you've sown the seeds in the other parents' heads that this children's entertainer isn't quite right, but you've not seen any actual proof. So they're like, okay, I'm going to go to the party, but I'm a bit worried. The aim is that on the day of the party, you want every parent in that building to be, on
the edge.
On the edge, one eye open. Is this... they haven't seen evidence, but there's very much the feeling that this child's entertainer could touch their kid.
Look, okay, carry on.
Nick, because I posit to you, Nick, that if you enter a party under those circumstances, well, there's certainly not much that could save the party.
I mean, everything's already gone wrong.
So, and the beauty of this is that even if the entertainer doesn't commit a heinous act,
you can just say that he did.
You can say he did, and look, like fucking moths to a flame, parents will go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So halfway through the party, you got to take some props. Right, one is a used condom. Now, you just get over to the kids' party table where all the presents are and the cake are, and you just toss a used. It doesn't have to be actually used. Put some glue in it. Make it look used. Really sell the effect.
This is very dark.
Sell the effect. Throw it under the table. Just enough that, I don't know, maybe Linda from down the road spots it, but the whole party's not going too nuts immediately for it. And then, nudge into Linda at the kitchen. Oh, I don't know. I think I saw a condom underneath it. I don't know. Can someone check this out? Linda goes, I'll go check. I'll go over to the party bench. Oh my God, it's a condom. Hell breaks loose, Nick. Breaks loose.
It would and it should, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, a year of suspicion has crept up in these parents' mind, and it's at boiling point, mate. It's ready to blow. It doesn't even matter what the fuse is, Nick, but the fuse has been lit. In this case, it happens to be a condom. Look, you could leave a bag of cocaine in a toilet or something. Look, It doesn't have to be anything, really, but just sew it there. At that point, there's no coming back from this party. The kids are going nuts. Every parent wants to take their kid out, all right?
Yeah.
Lock the doors.
Okay. Starting to seem a bit like you're the bad one in this situation, but
no, you're not the bad one because, it's fun. Lock the doors. No one's getting out of this party. And what you want to do is you want to lock away. You find a good hiding place and lock away the children's entertainer. Lock him up. Put him in a room. He can't get out. Don't let any other parent know that he's locked up. What you have just initiated, Nick, is a group of 25 parents and children in one house.
Where did 25 come from?
I don't know. How many people go to a kid's party? 10? 25? Let's say 25. Okay. You have a group of very worried parents, very defensive parents, children that don't quite know what's going on, but there's a commotion. They know something's up.
Yeah.
Locked in a house, and they think there's a children's entertainer that could commit something awful on their kids. They think he's in the house. They don't know he's locked up. No one knows where he is. Watch for half an hour as the minds of these parents will absolutely inside out. They will unravel, Nick. Right. And then you make a quick exit out the hedge, out the back. That party has been ruined.
Okay. Is that it? Is it right? That's it, all right?
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, when you leave.
Oh,
icing on top. Call the police.
Yeah. Well,
call the police on that house. Look, this is a good thing because look, the police turn up. Best case situation, they arrest an actual child sociopath. They arrest an actual psychopath at a children's party on the scene of the crime. He's going away for time. If anything, you've done a service to the community.
Yeah. Yeah, but you also
given those parents advice.
knowing he was right.
Yeah. Right, no. It doesn't matter. Would it ruin it? Would it ruin a party?
Look, I'm sure it would ruin a party. Okay.
Then Nick, have I not done my job?
Well, I think you've done your job in so.
Also,
far
don't ever let your own child know what you're doing.
Well, you've definitely convinced me you're a psychopath here today, but there's a few glaring problems here. Okay. Firstly,
I'd love to hear them, mate, if you've got them.
Firstly, so if this whole thing to have been set up, you're saying you need to set it up a year before. Mm-hmm. How do you know this party's taking place?
Well, everyone has a birthday, mate.
Yes. Okay, I'll let you have that one.
Find a date of a birthday.
Yeah.
Get your calendar out. Yeah. Look at the date a year ago.
Right.
And go, that's when I'm starting.
Okay. Look at the date a year ago. You're going back in time. No, right. Oh, I hit my thing again. Right.
No. A year ahead, that's when you're starting.
Right, okay. Here's a second thing. Yeah. Is that whilst, yes, it would definitely ruin a birthday party, I don't think it's the best on the list because...
Why not?
Because you have set up this party.
Yeah. So...
You're setting up to ruin it.
Exactly.
So it's not. You're not going into. It's not as organic as the other ones. It's not something that you could do there. It's something that you've already put in motion.
But Nick, the weight of the derailing is second to none.
Yeah, and here comes my third slammer. All right, is that by doing all of the above, everything you said. Okay, right. Don't you think the risk is that the birthday party would have been ruined, but everything just loops back to you because you hired this fucking.
No,
why
Nick,
have you hired this?
This is what I said. You give it a year and you make sure that you plant the seeds in such a manner that people that you're not on the mind of people. They don't even have you as a suspect.
Yeah,
number
but
10, mate. You're nowhere near the list.
I think this one is the most sinister on the list, but I think also at the same time that you have to be a very specific type of person.
I'm not saying I could do it, Nick.
No, but you thought of this, so I think you're a psychopath, right?
But you're right. I have to go to bed tonight with that on my conscience.
I just think whilst
it would ruin a party.
Look, it would ruin a party, but it would ruin
that party.
It could potentially ruin
a life,
a lot of people's life. You've knowingly whether he was.
Yeah, but he gets immediate justice afterwards because you called the police. And if the police don't do anything, you already called them. But then, it's their job. That's the police's fault.
You've been sat on the fact that he might potentially be a paedophile for a year.
Yeah.
Just so you could destroy not just the party, but probably the childhood of a lot of children.
And the community reputation of their parents.
And
I'm not hearing anything wrong with this, Nick.
Okay. Well, it definitely would ruin a party, but I just don't think it's all kinds of levels of weird, isn't it, mate?
All right, well, I'll let you know how it goes next week.
Oh, my God. Wild. Absolutely wild. I wasn't ready for that. It was so in-depth that I feel concerned for you.
Have you seen that new Pirates of the Caribbean film?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it stars Johnny in Depth.
Oh. This is